This is the latest disclosure in a report from National Civil Defense Headquarters in Washington. It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life.
Welcome to Dead Radio.
We're not doing that.
How did she come to have sex with a dead man?
Don't call me Radio Unit 91.
You're a dead man. You're a dead man!
He's God here in this radio station.
Place where the dead speak.
Rebel Radio!
I'm a fake? Yes. How'd you like to be dead?
You ever think about doing radio?
My team is dead!
But you're not crazy. You're me. And this is just radio.
By the powers vested in me by the Federal Communications Commission, I command you to get on the microphone in a serious manner and continue this broadcast.
All right.
I don't have my laptop. Just gonna make sure that we have volume.
All
I'm
right.
always paranoid that we're not gonna have any.
No, we're fine. We got a bunch of viewers already and everything.
Noise.
J. Bro Hamilton is losing his goddamn mind on the fucking chat. Jesus. I don't know what the hell kind of technical difficulties we were running in, but before I even hit record.
They're going now, so here we are.
So, welcome to Dead Radio, episode number 229.
Isn't it 228?
Oh, it's 229, I think.
Oh.
Am I off one?
I don't know. That'd be funny.
I don't think so. Hold on. No, you silly goose.
It said 228 when I looked at the link.
Really?
Yeah.
Great.
I cringed a little bit.
It does. It says 228. I'm an
Yeah.
asshole. Let me fix it.
I have such a weird thing with numbers, and that number just didn't jive with me. 228. I was like, oh.
There we go. Nah, I fixed it.
Yeah, this still says 220. Mine still says.
Yeah, no, it does. That was my fault. Because I'm still getting used to this whole new YouTube streaming studio thing. They changed it up, but it's actually
looks different.
As you get used to it, it's actually kind of nice.
That's cool.
Once you get used to it. But at first, oh boy, was I pissed off about it. It was no fun. But thanks for joining us, everyone. We got a bunch of people. I appreciate it. Our good buddy Logan Callahan of Logan and Callahan Music on Facebook and Instagram, and LoganCallahan.com is here.
Oh, yeah.
He's filling in for last minute. When did you get the text?
This morning.
This morning?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. And
I've
didn't
had
blow anybody off for us or anything?
Oh, I had to cancel so many plans. Yeah.
Well, I had. I was trying to get Shadow Witch in, but they're like herding cats.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because
wow.
we missed their last release.
Yeah, I know.
So
They're actually working on a new one, so
Yeah.
we might catch them. We might catch them this time.
Yeah.
I see Earl like once a week at work. He just comes in and we just like briefly have. He always calls me Squire. We just chat for like 5 minutes and then he leaves.
Oh man, their drummer is not now. Who's their drummer now?
Because I don't even know if they have one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't. It's been so much back and forth.
Yeah.
It's like a Pitch Black Sunrise situation. Like.
Ryan's still there with them now, right?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
good.
Yep.
So So how's life? You I see I don't see you noodling. Well, I see you noodling on the guitar, but in costume.
Yeah.
On costume on the stage now.
Yeah. It's just I feel like most of 2019 was kind of just a crapshoot for me, but pretty much since June I started doing Jesus Christ Superstar. So I was working with Castaway Productions, which is a brand new thing for me to do musical theater. I never even did theater before. I did some brief stuff in
That was my
high
next
school.
question.
Yeah, I did some brief stuff in high school, like really just low-budget Socrates, New York plays you've never heard of that we did. And that was
I wish I'd never heard of Jesus Christ Superstar.
You didn't like that one, huh?
I fucking hate that place so goddamn
Really?
I
much.
wasn't a fan. Yeah, man. I thought the
know,
music
you
was going
guys
to be a
can
little
see us
bit
do it.
more.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm sure yours was great.
it was. Yeah, it was.
But the
phenomenal.
last time I saw it, Matthew played somebody.
Simon.
Yeah, he wasn't Jesus. But the guy who was playing Jesus, that guy really loves to overact. It was bad.
My
but
favorite
that's not
was
what we're
the-
talking about.
But my favorite was the Judas in the lifts. And
Yeah.
those like he was wearing like platform shoes because he's a really small guy.
When was this?
This was at
Christ, this was a long time ago.
the one in Rhinebeck. What the hell's the name of that
It's like
place?
a barn out in the middle
the
of
center,
fucking nowhere.
The center.
Yeah.
That's where we did ours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So
It's
I
an
mean,
awesome venue.
No,
It's
it's
a
great.
really cool space. I love like the seating and everything, the stadium seating and everything like that. It's really neat.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun.
I mean, I don't like musicals to begin with. So you're already starting off behind.
Well, guys, it's been great. I'll talk to you.
I love musicals. Musicals
No,
are
no,
my
it was
favorite.
it was an awesome experience for me. It was very different. You know, I'm so used to doing the solo thing or like very small bands. So to be in a cast of like 20, 23, 24 people, and everybody was just so talented. Everybody's voice was out of this world.
Yeah.
So it was great. Got to be a villain.
Who were you then?
I played Annis.
Anos?
Yeah, he's one of the priests.
All right.
Yeah, it was
I
one
don't
of the,
remember the
one of
play
evil
too much.
priests. So it was a lot of fun.
I saw it once and I remember Matt standing on the top of the stage like this, singing real loud. But that's about it.
Yeah, ours was just like a straight rock show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was. Well, I shouldn't say like it. It wasn't over the top.
Right.
Yeah.
I was
so-
looking. So I'm curious because I saw clips of you playing guitar on stage and singing and
Yeah.
everything like that. So it's live. The music is played live by the cast members.
So
Because
this-
I was looking.
so-
I went to
yeah, yeah.
Castaway
Yeah, yeah.
Productions. I was checking out some of their clips too,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm like, this is a band in costume. It was Ziggy Stardust. I saw a couple. I saw a couple clips
So
of that.
Sean Matthew Whiteford, who directed and starred as Jesus in this particular production.
Oh, directed and starred.
Yeah,
Clint Eastwood over
here. He kicked ass. He, it was basically his idea to have it be organic and have all the characters, or as many characters as possible, play their own parts. So we did have a separate band for the production. We had a drummer and another guitar player.
There was a live band last time when we saw Matthew do it too.
Yeah, but they were like, it was a typical.
Yeah, they were like under the set.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that happens all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, so we had like the band on stage kind of like set into the set, and then there was a good deal of us that were just playing
That's kind of neat.
throughout the whole thing.
Kinda-
So we're kind of evil priests. We're like, shredding on guitars and
Kind of blends in the acting with the singing
Yeah.
a little bit better than just all of a sudden
yeah.
people breaking into song. It is a little weird. I can understand.
very weird.
People are like, I just don't get it. Like they just break into song. I'm like, but you just gotta like, you put the pause button on, on the acting part, and then you play the music part, and then you hit start again. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, Jesus Christ isn't even really, there's not even any speaking lines, really. It is just all, because it started as an album, so it's all just the
Yeah.
songs. And we didn't have any of the crazy, like, Mary oiling Jesus up or any of
Why
that
not?
ridiculous
Yeah.
stuff. It was just, Sean came from a place of being a fan of the album and the music, and that was what he was trying to accomplish, and that's what we did. It was more doing the album live and putting an image to that
Right.
than it was trying to make it the Broadway thing that it's been for the last 50 years.
It's probably one of the few musicals that gets weird toward the ending because I mean the story's pretty. Like,
Oh yeah, it gets super dark,
The story's very complete.
super dark, super fast.
And there's a beginning and
Yeah.
a middle and an end. But my biggest complaint for musicals is that toward the end they get a little bit rocky and they fall. Speaking of Rocky, that's one Rocky Horror Picture Show. You're going to be in that.
Yeah.
Castaway Productions adaptation of that.
So we're doing that on Halloween night at the Colony in Woodstock.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
playing?
and I'm playing Riff Raff.
Yes.
And I'm also playing guitar in that, so I'm gonna have my
Oh, how
guitar
sick.
as Riff Raff during that, and that's gonna be super interesting because I think a lot of people aren't necessarily expecting it to be what it's going to be because so many people are used to the Shadowcast type thing where the movie's playing and you have people up in
I've seen
front
one of
doing
those.
that,
Yeah,
and
yeah. It was
This is not
I
what
went
that
to
is
one,
gonna be
and
at
I was
all.
like, I'd rather just be at home watching the movie. I owned it on DVD.
Kinda, yeah. I mean, I can,
Matthew did one at Duchess, and that was the only time I've seen it.
yeah.
I mean,
He
I
did
would
a
like to go
he's
see
done
it.
real
I would like to
production
go
of it,
see it in a theater.
Sure.
on Halloween. I think that would be really fun, where people get all into it. But yeah, the DCC production.
Shadowcat. Yeah, I saw it. It was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
They were
this-
having fun.
This is
Let
like
them
the
have fun.
stage play
Okay,
done
cool.
live with the band. It's actually the first. So I think this is the.
So it's not the
seventh-
Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's the Rocky Horror Show.
Yeah, it's just the Rocky Horror Show. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's Castaways. It's their 7th production of it. And it's the first time they're doing it with the live band.
So did you learn all the songs and everything?
Yeah, pretty much. You know, Sean
Did you
and I
make
had-
fun songs sad like you usually do? Logan,
No,
the
I
time
didn't-
warp,
I didn't-
time
the
warp
time
is
warp
like a
is just-
dirge now. And fucking makes
No, I don't
everybody
have that
upset and
creative
go
freedom.
home.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm just doing it straight.
Oh, well, good for you.
Yeah, yeah. So.
Are you gonna play some of those songs tonight? Because that'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
That's like
well,
one
yeah.
of my favorite things ever.
Yeah.
Is that show.
Yeah, we'll play some of that stuff.
Goody gumdrops.
So.
Yeah, but what I was saying is, it's like some musicals kind of like.
Yeah, I mean,
the wheels start to come off and they barely get to the finish line.
Yeah.
It's like, with Talladega Nights, where they gotta like run, and the car's flipping over. Rocky Horror's one of them. I kind of like.
Yeah,
It just
towards
goes
the end, you're just like,
into
what is happening?
It just kind of veers off into a weird fucking direction.
Well, yeah, then they're aliens.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, what the yeah.
I mean, I get like you rewatch it and you're like, okay, I get this, but still, there's some
It's
holes
weird. The
that
whole
need
thing
to be
is weird.
filled
Yeah,
in.
the whole show. But it's it's just high energy and it's just kooky.
Yeah.
I've only seen one stage production, and apparently they stuck. I'd have to ask Matthew. This is so long ago, but he played the doctor. What the fuck's his name?
Dr. Scott.
No,
Yeah.
no, the
Frankenfurter.
Frankenfurter.
Oh, Frankenfurter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember it being very much different than the movie. But I've heard that the stage production can be very different than the movie.
It's interesting because I've looked it up on YouTube, and it's kind of fun because and the Fox production, the production on Fox that
Yeah.
everybody loved.
Oh yeah, no complaints at all.
That was like I think they tried to do an 80s adaptation of that.
Yeah.
I think. And then because there's different like eras that they'll do. I've seen ones on YouTube that do 50s. So it's everybody's
Yeah.
Is that you or me?
Jamie's calling.
So everybody's dressed up in, their 50s regalia. And I've seen other ones where it's more like grungy or whatever the hell. And I've seen, an 80s one that was more like punk rock 80s, like, mohawks and fucking chains and shit, instead of that kind of hair metal thing that they seem to do. But it's just like, that's what makes the show kind of cool, because you can put it in any genre, and because it's so kind of over the top and weird and wild, it'll hold up. It's got to make, it's just got to sit right. I don't know. You can't can't do too much to it. It's fine the way it is.
What we've done so far is it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's pretty much straight like rock and roll. We're drawing a lot from the Roxy cast, which was like, that was the first production of it that was done in the United States in Los Angeles.
Okay.
So, there's cast recordings of that cast doing it. So, like, we're kind
So
of
who
drawing
was
from
in
that
that
a bit.
cast?
And that,
Anybody?
I think that was still Tim Curry.
Because I know it was Tim Curry and Rich. I think it was like pretty much everybody in the movie, except
and
for
the-
like
for-
Rocky and Eddie and a couple other spots. Of course, fucking what's her name? Sharon. God damn it! It's gonna kill me. Chat, help me out.
Susan Sarandon.
Susan Sarandon.
Yeah.
Yeah, except obviously her and Barry Bostwick or whatever
Yeah,
the fuck
no,
his
yeah.
name is. Yeah, they weren't in the original production, but the main,
They're actually doing a viewing of it at the Palace Theater in Albany with like Barry Bostwick. He's gonna like be there
Really?
with, like a Q&A. Yeah, it's like in like a week and a half. Or
No
something.
kidding.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
fun.
that's cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, Halloween though. That's
That's
that's cool, man.
it's gonna
Like,
get
because I
wild,
think a lot of some people look for something to do on Halloween. My schedule is booked.
Yeah.
But yeah, if we weren't scaring the shit out of the neighborhood kids, then no.
That's mine.
That's that was
That was my banana.
that
Now
was-
it's gone. We did our best to keep it away from. the
I
bread.
tried.
At least
so
it's a
hard.
banana. It's not like a piece of chocolate. You know, it's like he's fine. He's fine.
Did he eat the rind?
That was my
too?
dinner, but
He ate the
it's
whole
all good.
rind, or
No, I don't know. There's like a piece of it left there.
do you still want it?
What are you gonna do? Yeah, I'll just wash it off. It'll be fine.
I tried so hard to save your banana for you. I
He
couldn't do
did. He was
anything
going
about
for it. He was going for it.
So you did Jesus Christ Superstar. They immediately said we want you back for this one too, or did you have to?
Yeah, pretty much. We didn't really.
Audition
We
or
didn't
what?
really. It was kind of like shadow auditions for.
Shadow auditions.
Yeah, for Rocky. You know, like so. Sean basically told me at one point that some of the things that I did as my character in Jesus Christ were you know, kind of like the shoe-ins for.
Oh, okay.
For like, okay, you should be riffraff.
Cool. You gonna
So-
shave? You
No,
shave
I
that
don't
beard?
think
You
so.
gotta shave that beard off.
Nah, I'm just gonna be like grimy, and I just won't wash my hair from now until then. And
Now, is it gonna be? Are you gonna try and stick to the original costuming and everything, or is it gonna be?
yeah,
a
I
little
mean,
bit
so
different?
we already have costumes set. Sean's wife Judah is a fashion designer, and she's amazing. And they have like costumes that they use regularly, like that they've used over the years.
If you guys
So-
need anything, I got Riff.
Yeah.
I got Riff and Magenta.
From like the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my riff outfit is very. I have like black and red striped pants.
Oh, cool.
And you know, I have like a kind of like small jacket that's kind of tattered, and it's got a vest, and there's like safety pins all over the place.
Oh,
It's
nice.
very it's very rock and roll, just horror looking. It's gonna be cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, we're gonna do a photo shoot this Friday in costume, so look out for
I've
those.
never seen it on the
pictures.
stage. I've never seen the actual like full production. I'd absolutely go if it wasn't on my anniversary and we weren't
Yeah.
doing anything. I really want to see it. It's
Yeah,
one
and
of
I
my
mean, again,
favorites.
like this cast is out of this world.
Yeah.
It's a lot of carryovers from Jesus Christ Superstar,
Yeah.
but it's smaller. You know, I think there's only about
There's a lot of regulars at that theater, right?
with Castaway. Yeah, there's a lot of the same.
Because I think my brother's worked with them before.
Yeah, Yeah,
Maybe
he
even when he did
definitely has.
Grease.
It's-
maybe even when he did Jesus Christ Superstar.
Fucking
I don't
hate
know.
Grease.
Yeah.
I really do. I hate it so much.
it's actually been interesting for me to get into this circle of people too, because there's so many people that I know and that like we know otherwise that it's just like, wow, the world is so small. Because like Frank McGinnis, I used to do stuff with them all the time. Like he's played Brad before.
Oh
in,
yeah,
like, Rocky Horror.
really?
Yeah, and then like
he's a good Brad.
you know, Jules from Bay Patrol. She's
Yeah.
been like the Acid Queen, and
She played
Tommy
in the
and-
production of Grease. She was Rizzo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She
Yeah,
played
when
Ma-
then
she's
then
played
when the
Magenta.
video cut out when they were on the show one time, we lost the video like the last half of the interview.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just put a picture of her up as Rizzo for the
Oh,
rest
yeah.
of the YouTube video. Yeah.
So, but
That's funny.
Yeah, I first got. I've talked about it before on the show, but I'll talk about it again. Why not? Will Rogers Follies was the first musical I ever saw,
I don't
like
know what that
live.
is.
My
Fuck
mom
is that?
My mom took me to see it. It was, I think it's a Tony Award winner. I'm pretty sure. Yes, 1991 for Best Musical.
My mom made me go see Rent. First musical I ever saw.
I had a lot of fun. It was a really fun, a fun thing to see, but it was so fucking bizarre. It was
Yeah.
about this. Well, hang on. It focuses on the life and career of famed humorist and performer Will Rogers, and it just like they're on the moon at one point, and then there's a musical number about diamonds and topaz and aquamarine and all these different colors and everything like that. These stones. And then each of these showgirl types are walking down the stage, and he's like, topaz, and they're walking down. I don't know much of it. It's very, spotty. But she took me to see that when I was real fucking young. I mean, 1991, I was 8. But
Yeah.
I don't know if I was 8 when I saw that production. It was probably a couple years later.
Yeah.
But it was a fucking weird one. and
Yeah,
I
I've never
don't
heard of it, and I don't remember you ever telling me this story.
Really.
Yeah.
Oh, it was goddamn weird, man. It was. I can't really describe it because my memory's so fuzzy of it, but I just remember going, "What the fuck is happening?" I'm not even sure what I'm watching. If there's a story or anything, like it just was really off the rails. Like a lot of breaking the fourth wall, and it was just very bizarre.
I haven't seen much on Broadway, but the first musical that I saw was Sweeney Todd in like 2004, 2005, and that production was awesome because it was the director his name was John Doyle. And it was actually kind of like what we ended up doing with this production of Superstar, where all of the cast played instruments.
Oh, wow.
Like, and they played the songs. You had somebody like Patti LuPone played Mrs. Lovett, and she just played the triangle. And you had, other guys playing like violin and cello and piano, and it was great.
Oh, that's
Like
sick.
that was like a really awesome.
That's another one I want to see really badly because I like Sweeney Todd a lot.
And honestly,
I even like the movie.
That production kind of like destroyed any other interpretation of it for me because I was like, that's peak for me.
Yeah.
Like, when the movie came out, I was like, eh. Because I just like the way that they kind of, Sweeney was bald. He was like this very tall, bald, like just like imposing kind of guy. An actor named Michael Servers, something along those lines.
Checklist.
No, not Michael.
Fucking The Office ruined that goddamn play for me. You ever see that? Are you an Office fan?
I've
That
seen a
goddamn
bit of The
episode?
Office, but I didn't know that.
They do an episode where one of the characters plays who's the kid? The fucking kid.
Toby?
Not Toby. Not that kid. Not him. The other one who falls in love with Joanna.
Oh.
What's his fucking name?
I can't think of his name.
I can't remember.
What are you talking about?
We're talking about Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd.
Oh, I thought you were still talking about The Office.
I am, but Andy played that character, and we were trying to figure out what the fucker his name is.
I can't remember his name.
But anyway, yeah, that goddamn fucking TV show screwed me up with that. I went, yeah, but I didn't mind the movie. It just I wish Tim Burton just was a little less Tim Burton about it.
Yeah.
It would have been fine.
I saw it the one time.
Yeah,
I probably would never.
Brooke
see
fell asleep in the theater. She doesn't fall asleep. She falls asleep on the couch, but she won't fall asleep in public normally. She fell asleep to that one. I was like, "You're crazy. This is a masterpiece." And then I watched it again, and I was like, "Well, masterpiece is strong."
Yeah.
So you're liking the acting thing? Have you been writing or music? Why your own music, or are you just sticking to acting?
No. I mean, it's just been like tough, like the last couple of years, just mental health stuff and all that sort of things to try to like find ways, proper outlets and whatever else. I think the biggest thing now is just like I'm sitting on so much material that just needs to just like get out there.
Yeah,
is really like the biggest thing. But yeah, I mean, otherwise, like I'm working on some stuff here and there, but I can't like guarantee one way or the other when.
You got this now. You're focusing on
this,
like
this,
and you're enjoying this, and then that's fine.
Yeah. So, once this is done, once Rocky ends, it'll be 2 months left to the decade. So we'll see.
Oh God!
I'll try to like.
Yeah, it's weird, man.
Knock
It just
some
blew
stuff out.
right.
I remember
fucking
Y2K. I do.
Yeah, I think we're fine. I think we made it. I think we made it over the hump.
Can you imagine how much people would be freaking out now?
What do you mean?
Oh,
Well, during Y2K, it was only 1 in 5 people had a computer.
Oh yeah. No. Yeah. Now. I didn't even think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit! Fucking ruined a lot of plans.
1 in 5 people had a computer in the year 2000.
I hope we don't make it to 2300. What's gonna happen then?
I don't think we're gonna get there.
We're not gonna get there. Or 2200. That's what I was trying to get at. I'm stupid.
What about 2100?
Yeah, I was gonna say, why did you just skip that one?
Because that's
Why did I skip that one too?
Because that's 80 years from now.
Because
I mean, we might make.
my math isn't
2100.
good, and I'm not.
Yeah, you're only off by
I'm
2
only off
centuries.
200 years. Shut up. But yeah, man. I'm hoping. Like, fingers crossed for you. I hope it. You get a big crowd. Turns out.
Oh
great.
yeah,
Rocky Horror.
No, we're
talking about Rocky Horror.
We're excited.
That's the closest thing that's going on with you.
Yeah.
You played the All Positive Festival, right? Or no?
No.
No.
Nope, thanks for
Fucking
rubbing that in.
Jesus Christ. What happened with that? Were you supposed to, or
No, they're super super selective. I think
Really?
I've tried to apply
I
there
saw
every
something
year
online
for the
about
last
that.
like 4 or 5 years.
Oh God.
And they
damn it.
always just deny me. I played O positive Poughkeepsie last year,
Oh, okay.
and they put me
That's
like
where I probably got down in the.
over there.
I was wondering how it
You
went
know.
because it was.
It probably is like right over there because it was in Poughkeepsie. It was like right, like literally like right next to the Chance, but like the rest of the festival was like over here.
I did
In an
not-
alley
I did not
somewhere?
attend.
But you always get like the sound guy thought I was great, and so we're still friendly on Facebook. We chat every now and then, and there were a couple other actually, our friend, totally blanking on his name at the moment. That's awful.
Oh no! Use your words.
What's it in
What's he
reference to?
from? What's he look like?
What did he do?
Big guy, small guy, girl.
Cool guy from Craft Cup that would come by every now and then. He was at Creator Fest, and I can't think of his name.
Jamie?
Yes.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Jamie?
Yeah,
He's
Jamie.
an old
yeah.
video guy?
Yeah,
He's
stopped-
alive.
Oh yeah.
He's alive. He stopped in the other day. He said hi to me when it was so fucking busy. I could have
Yeah.
stabbed him in the eye with the nearest spoon. But I looked up. He's like, "Hey man, how's it going? I just wanted to say hi." And I'm like, "Jamie, you're alive! You're alive!" And he's just like, "Yeah, man. Hey, listen." I'm like, "Get the fuck out of my face!" No. I'm just happy to see you. Get the fuck out of my face. I got 10 drinks to make. But yeah, he's around.
Yeah.
We always worry about him because he said he was worried that he was going to be in trouble with the mafia. So I don't know. He just said that. I don't think it's
Yeah,
true.
he's very weird.
He's a strange boy. So yeah. So if anybody's interested, Castaway Players Theater Company on Facebook. Check them out. Check out the thing. It's October 31st from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. The Rocky Horror Halloween Extravaganza at Colony Woodstock, and
Tickets are $20
ooh,
in advance.
That's not
25
bad.
at the door.
It's a solid
So.
price.
Yeah, but it's gonna be cool. We got some surprises planned for after
Oh yeah.
the Rocky portion.
Do you prepare
So.
for the toast and the squirt gun shit and getting tossed on stage and stuff? I don't know how much of the callbacks you actually get.
That
assaulted
doesn't. I
with
don't think
stuff.
that happens at the theater productions.
I mean,
That
we'll
would be
see.
really
We're
disruptive.
encouraging people to do whatever they want to do.
It'll
We
happen.
want people to come out dressed up and have a good time, and
Yeah.
maybe not so much the squirt guns, but
Yeah, just spray
You
your
know.
guitar.
yeah, just like electrocute me. But yeah, no, we've already been working on the call outs too, just so that the cast is ready.
Yeah.
For, because this is a new thing for me, and
I never
Yeah.
bothered. There's on the DVD, there's a version of the movie that has the call outs inserted in them, so you
Yeah.
know where they are and you know what to say and all that stuff. And it's fucking annoying. I don't like them at all. I guess I'm
I
not.
mean, sometimes it can be very excessive.
Yeah, it's just like, oh my God, it's every fucking 30 seconds somebody's shouting out something. Jesus Christ, how did they get the actual production? Like, how did that actually work in the original with all that shit going on? And it was probably happened
Well, no, so
over years. How did it work? What happened? How did that
So,
start?
that wasn't a
Like,
thing
who's
when
the
it first came out
cocksucker that threw
as
toast on stage?
So
Yeah.
you're talking about the DVD.
yeah.
No, I'm talking about the
Yeah.
DVD, but I'm like,
But
this-
what- yeah, what I'm
was
saying
happening?
is-
like, how did
yeah.
that? What is that? How does that tie in?
So when it first came out as a play,
Yeah.
that wasn't a thing.
Okay.
Then the movie came out, and the movie flopped. It wasn't as big
Weird.
as it wasn't as big as everybody had hoped, and it was because of some of the creative choices that they made in the movie. Like a lot of the tempos and the songs were a little slower, and there's a lot of just like awkward space between dialogue and whatever else. So once they started doing the midnight showings of it, that was when audiences started just being ridiculous and just like making it more the event of going there and just being.
So it's part of the
rambunctious.
picture show.
It's part of the picture show.
And
Yeah.
that
So for the
and
first
then
10
it's
years that was
translated
out,
over into
there was no such thing as even VHS.
I
Probably.
had no
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
Because it came out in the late 70s.
I think it was like picture shows like 70.
Yeah, VHS accessible to everyone is like 83,
74.
84.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's and then did that carry over until the goddamn?
And then it
theater
works its way
production?
back into people going to the theater and expecting to do that, and it's like, oh well, actually,
That must.
This isn't necessarily
1975. Good job.
Yeah.
That must have been a nightmare. That was probably a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, we actually the actor who's playing Dr. Scott in our production, his name's Todd Thomas, and he's done tours.
Yeah, he's checking in, by the way.
Oh yeah, so he's done tours before
aggressively. No, through my Facebook messengers. He's like, I saw you look at your phone.
He's done tours with Rocky, and he was actually telling us a story about they were in Europe somewhere, and they got like 1 or 2 songs in, and the crowd like drenched them with like water, like just started like throwing like buckets of water on like Brad and Janet, and like the woman that was playing Janet had to be like, please don't electrocute us, like please stop. So I think it's really just a hit or miss with how the crowd's going to be.
Well, I know that you told me that and Matthew's production that he did, people tried, but it wasn't.
I think they kind of shut it down. I don't really, like I said, I don't remember really. This is getting on 15 years ago.
All I remember you telling me was that the underwear
he made a bold choice and went with nude underwear. So it's the same color as his skin. So everybody was really freaked out for a second.
So, you know.
So my grandparents were there. It was the whole thing. Yeah.
Well, good luck with it.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Anything planned for the future or just one step at a time kind of thing?
In terms of what?
Productions, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the next thing on the horizon.
Are you allowed to say?
Yeah, well, so there's in March there's going to be Rock the Center at the Center for Performing Arts in Rhinebeck, where it's going to be like a celebration of like the 15th anniversary of Castaway, and it's going to more be like a rock show, like doing like rock tunes.
Oh, okay, cool.
So like the first act is going to be like a lot of just classic rock, and using all the various cast members over the years to just kind of kick those songs' asses. And then, the second act will be kind of like a retrospective on old songs that the company has done.
Oh, nice. Very cool. Well,
yeah.
Maybe I can make it out to that one.
Yeah, I think that's going to be like a whole weekend thing.
Oh, good.
In March. It's going to be like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Very cool.
So
what do you think? You want to play some tunes?
Sure.
Want to play your guitar for us?
Sure. Sure.
So what are you planning on playing? Do you have a plan, or did you just were gonna
I had some
wing
stuff
it
in
as
mind.
usual?
Yeah, no, I had some stuff in mind. I'm probably gonna do one song from Jesus Christ Superstar.
Oh, good.
And then
maybe you'll
do some Rocky.
Maybe it'll change our minds.
Maybe.
You got any new original Logan Callahan?
Yeah, I got something that I was gonna maybe toss out. It's kind of like a work in progress, but
all right. You want to take a quick break? Let's take a quick break. We'll set up. I have everything queued up because I'm a professional radio guy, and we'll
change.
We'll plug you proper. It's Logan Callahan, LoganCallahan.com, Logan Callahan Music on Facebook and Instagram. Check him out for the Castaway Players Theater, the RE, not the ER, company on Facebook. Rocky Horror Halloween Extravaganza, and that is on October 31st from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. I'm trying to get this to fucking play. There it is. It's at Colony in Woodstock, New York. Check it out. $20 at the door, or $20 in advance.
25
at the door.
25 at the door.
So speaking of Shadow Witch, we're gonna play some Shadow Witch and get set up, and then come back and listen to some songs.
Cool.
pose as you do. Your hair a crown of thorns. Crucify yourself as you move your limbs are torn. Look on me now. Those eyes mesmerize. Deep pools of blue. I'm bathed and baptized. The apostles kiss your feet, but my lips burn on your skin. So what now of me? My Savior died so long ago. But as you lay here now, I don't know. And I wonder if this is all some dream, or am I caught up in your Judas scheme? Oh, lay with me, hide away, breathe with me, if only for today. Embrace me without a candle. Yeah, you kneel in your prayer. My Savior died so long ago. But as you lay here now, I don't know. And I wonder if this is all some dream, or am I caught up in your Judas scheme, yeah. Judas scheme, oh, you're killing me. Breathe, just breathe. I can't find the release. Breathe, just breathe. It hurts so bad, it is killing me. Breathe, just breathe. I can't find a release. Breathe, just breathe. dream. It can take one more beating, cutting you off from me. Breathe, just breathe. I can't find a release. Breathe, just
This is Logan Callahan. You can check out my music at logancallahan.bandcamp.com. You are listening to Dead Radio Podcast, the #1 podcast in Poughkeepsie, because fuck Darkside.
That's right. Fuck Darkside.
They even podcast anymore?
I don't know what they do anymore. I don't even
Say.
Who cares?
They certainly don't sell CDs. Because I have to. Well, they do. I just have to get them special ordered.
Yeah.
Sons of bitches. All right, we're back. And I think everybody who has been watching is still watching. So thanks for sticking around, ladies and germs. LoganCallahan.com. Logan Callahan Music on Facebook and Instagram. Our good buddy, as you can tell.
Whole Logs.
Old Logs Callahan. Yeah, I mean, brought that up. We were talking about being bulletproof from student loans and everything like that, from the creditors and everything, and getting fucked around with. I've been having trouble with my student loans, and I finally realized that they can't touch me.
Yeah.
I bought my house. I own my cars. You
Well,
can't, and I'm not going to buy a boat anytime soon.
Take my degree.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I mean, it's they're not gonna be able to take your house.
My credit score is so high right
Yeah.
now. So fucking high. Because once I got the house, I just sat in it
Yeah.
and did nothing for 5 years. And here we are today.
Yeah, mine's still pretty bad. It's better now, but it's still pretty bad.
Well, the thing is, Brooks was garbage before we got the house. When we got the house, she did the consolidation thing, and then now it's higher than mine.
Mm-hmm.
It bounces
that
back.
happens.
It seesaws.
It's so
pretty
arbitrary.
quickly.
It doesn't fucking mean anything.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, enough with unless you want to keep talking
No, I
about
don't wanna talk about
money
this
and
anymore.
economics.
Did you know that just briefly, that there's so many things that factor into your credit score, like your car insurance, like shit that has nothing to do with anything.
If you have Geico, you will have a lower credit score than if you have Allstate, because Geico is a third-tier company.
Oh.
Because they cater to dirtbags.
Yeah. If you had a credit card that you closed like 10 years ago, that.
Yeah, they want you to keep it open for the rest of your life.
Like your credit card, like my credit score, I was just like, oh, this is going to be like 4 things on it. There was like 15 things on there. I'm like, I don't even know what these are.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, the financial advisor was going through them and everything. She's like, all right, you need to call this. You need to call this company, this company, this company, this company, and explain to them that they need to close your. They need to clear your record on your credit card score
because it's over 7 years.
Yeah, and once that happened, bloop, everything just jumped right up. I'm like, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
So we're brought down to an algorithm.
Yeah.
At this point.
Oh, and it's a shitty algorithm that was designed in the 90s.
Yeah.
And then Experian fucking gave away all your information by accident, and that's why we have robocalls. So, it's fun.
The Magros are checking in.
Oh,
Hello. Sweet. Yeah. So, you're gonna play some music. I want to talk horror movies in a minute because I just watched one last night that it got me. It got me. I didn't think it would. Brooke thought it was fucking stupid and made sure I knew about it the entire time. But it still got me. I want to talk about that after, but in the Halloween spirit. But what are you gonna play for us first? I'm not familiar with the Jesus.
Yeah,
Christ
so
Superstar.
This isn't. It's not a song that I got to do with my character. Henry Statz played Judas in our production, and he did an awesome job. But I just love this song because it's kind of one of the only ones on the album that you can kind of do isn't just weird to do like on its own. It's pretty much the opener. It's called Heaven on Their Minds, and it's kind of like Judas just talking to Jesus about all the shit that's about to go down. And all that stuff.
All right.
So
Not too familiar with, like, the first time I learned about Jesus Christ and his follies was Jesus Christ Superstar. I'm like, oh, so that all happened. Okay.
You never read the Bible?
Never. I mean, I've written in it, like, notes, like, I've never, like, picked it up, like, thumbed through it, and I've thumbed through it, but I haven't, like,
it gets super boring about halfway through. All the cool shit's in the first half.
I had to read Genesis in, like, college, and it was just, like, you start to get to chapters where it's like, and he lived for 900 years, and he had 3 sons.
Did he?
They each lived for 875 years, and they each had
But then
7
how come
sons.
the Earth's only 4,000 years old? Those people would still be alive.
Yeah.
Take that, Frank 289-100.
Oh boy, yeah. And there's no, like, context behind how he got that far. Did he take, like, did he do, like, kale
that
shakes?
Are that old? Yeah, no, they don't even say. They don't even say. It's just like it's an understood thing. Like, you're like, yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, he lived 900 years.
Yeah,
like,
he lived 900 years. It was a strict diet of nuts and kale. All right. What's the name of the song again?
Heaven on Their Minds.
Heaven on Their Minds.
Yeah.
All right. Take it away.
My mind is clearer now. At last, all too well, I can see where we all soon will be. If you strip away the myth from the man, you will see where we all soon will be. Jesus, you're starting to believe things I say of you. You really do believe this talk of God is true. And all the good you've done will soon get swept away. You've begun to matter more than the things you say. Listen, Jesus, I don't like what I see. All I ask is that you listen to me. And remember, I've been your right hand man all along. You have set them all on fire. They think they found the new Messiah. And they'll hurt you when they find you died. I remember when this whole thing began. No talk of God, then we called you a man. And believe me, my admiration for you hasn't died. But every word you say today gets twisted around some other way. And they'll hurt you if they find them wrong. Nazareth, the famous son, should have stayed at grave. Known like his father carving wood, he'd have made good. Tables, chairs, and oaken chests would have suited Jesus best. He'd have caused nobody harm. No one too much heaven on their minds. It was beautiful, but now it's sour. Yes, it's all gone sour. Oh, oh. Listen, Jesus, to the warning I give. Please remember that I want us to live. So come on, he won't listen to me now. He won't listen to me now. He won't listen.
Oh, nice and clean. Wonderful. I hate seeing how effortlessly people can play guitar.
Oh, thanks.
It drives me crazy.
Yeah, I mean, so that whole production was like a huge thing for me to like learn a whole album's worth of stuff, like in the span of, and it was very. I did most of it by ear. We didn't have a book, like for me at least.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like the band had.
I wanted to ask about this too.
Yeah. So the band had their books.
Mm-hmm.
But I just kind of just went for it. Basically, like I sat in my room for like a good, probably like 3 or 4 hours over the span of a few days, and just had my phone with the album that I bought on iTunes, and I just kept listening over and over again and just figuring it out by ear. And then by the time the show came, there was only like, I think like 2 spots where I was like playing a different chord, but it wasn't even like it was that it sounded wrong. It was just like in the circle of fifths, it was just like a different voicing.
Yeah.
So it was like, I was playing this instead of that. It still sounded fine, but yes, it was, it was just very cool. But it was also interesting to see the process because the way that I play, as you guys know, is like super unorthodox. So we have like our 2 lead guitar players. And then, no.
I don't know anything about music.
Okay. Yeah, no. So like,
What do you mean? I'm not really sure what you mean either, because it's. I know that
I don't really do bar chords, and I kind of do capo a lot, and like you look at like my, you can call me Al, and it's very like these haunting like open chords that are not quite, so it's like very.
I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, it was cool to inject that into what everybody else was doing to get like an even more fuller and different sound, because I was the only one playing acoustic guitar too that was like amplified.
Yeah,
because I had acoustics, everybody else was electric. So it was like I was even adding like that different aspect of it.
I wouldn't call it unorthodox. I would just call it your ear. That's
yeah,
all.
I guess.
Like
I guess
the preferred sound you go for.
Yeah, it's just my style. I think is really what it comes down to.
I see a lot of people aren't with the bar chord shit anymore. They're very much capo movers, and they don't tune their guitar down or anything like that. I'm like, just drop that fucking.
Although with Rocky, I'm doing a lot of bar chords and just
hell yeah,
doing whatever.
It's all rock and roll.
Yeah,
that whole
exactly.
fucking
just doing
album.
whatever. So
how much of the Rocky soundtrack did you learn? All of it as well?
Pretty much, yeah. I got a good.
That's a little bit more available to you, right?
Yeah, I mean it's a lot of those songs are just like a few chords.
I started playing. I don't know. Maybe I can't do ear. I can't by ear.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably could if I sat there long enough, but it's just too much. It would just take me way too long, and I don't have a deep enough knowledge of certain chords and finger positions and everything for the said chords. But I go on like guitar tabs or whatever.
Oh yeah,
they got like an app. They got an app. It's fucking great.
I use it all the time.
However, you have to kind of pick and choose because some of the tablature is you have to pay for. You have to have they're a subscription service at the same time. Mm-hmm. So if you have a subscription, you can listen to look at the official tablature.
I'm in this weird I think I got grandfathered into like the pro stuff. Like I never signed up or bought it, but like on my app, like I have access to it.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's like
I don't
a weird
have it.
glitch.
Every time I click on it.
I don't even know what we're talking about.
There's a website called.
No, I just said that to be funny. I don't care.
Yeah, because I've been actually playing a lot more lately.
That's good.
Coming up with actually considering doing some open mic shit. eventually.
As Johnny
I don't know.
Rain.
Yes, as Johnny Rain. I'm only going to
That
do
fucking,
German
you
music.
gotta wear that trench coat with no shirt. Seriously, here's what we'll do. I'll come in when you're gonna do it, and I'll just take over behind the bar, and you just go change in the bathroom, and don't tell anybody you're gonna do it.
Yeah, so I haven't been at open mic, actually. Someone
No.
else has been doing it, Angie. And apparently she's been ruling with an iron fist,
Oh, man.
Yeah.
from what I've been told. But it's what you have to do.
I don't even
It's
know when
open
the
mic.
last time was that I was there.
It's
been a long
It's
time.
fucking busy,
Probably
man.
when I was still working
Right,
there.
yeah.
It's gotten busy. There's a lot of
Because
people.
when did that start? Because we met,
So this has
we
gotta
met
be
like
3
July
years.
2017
I
was
think
when
this
we
is
met.
the third year.
Yes, you're going into like
So,
third year.
which would
Yeah.
mean I'm gonna
We met
be-
well before that started, though, didn't
Yeah.
we?
Yeah, we met in it was June, July 2017, and I think the open mic started like that
like,
school
yeah,
year.
just at it
I
was
feel like you might
August.
be off
October,
by a
November.
year.
Definitely not. But there's no way we met in 2016. I think time. Just
You don't think we've
seems
done
like it's
3
gone.
fucking dark side flea markets since we
You guys
met?
might have, but
Oh, that's right. He was the creepy guy at the
Yeah,
first.
it was the
Dark Side-
first one that we
first
did,
one.
and we've done 3.
I'm like, why is this guy standing here talking to us?
well, yeah, if you've done 3, that would be 2017, 2018, 2019.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah. No, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking 3 would have been in 2020.
Oh yeah.
All I know is my 4-year anniversary at the Crafted Cup is coming up in March. So
They're
there
gonna throw you a party.
Which would also be my 4-year anniversary of having my
Yeah.
gallbladder removed.
Oh sweet.
Are they going to throw? They're not going to throw him a party.
No, they're not. They're going to give me more work to do.
Yeah.
It's like we bought you a watch. It was $9.
Oh, nice. Nicole Magro is checking in and saying that she just noticed that your tripod for your camera could double as anal beads.
Yeah, she's not the first to make that joke.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn. It could have been a good joke, but it's got rubber on it. That's like the advanced class. Anal beads.
Especially if you're gonna get all 3 in there.
It always comes to butt stuff.
Well, not always.
Somewhat.
Write that down, Bush.
So, what are you gonna noodle on for us?
Yeah, I
now?
don't know. What do you guys want to?
I love Rocky Horror.
Yeah.
And I love the music in Rocky Horror. My favorite song is "I'm Going Home."
That one I don't know.
That's a
well
curveball,
enough to-
right?
Yeah, because that's not
Everybody's
my
like,
character.
really?
And
That one is
Yeah.
your favorite? I'm like,
no, but that is
that's my
it's- yeah,
favorite
it's a good
one.
song.
I don't know. It's something about it. It's the way Curry sings it gets me.
Nick Magro is asking if you know any mud honey, which would be awesome.
Yeah.
No.
I used to know "Touch Me, I'm Sick."
That'd be a weird one acoustic.
It is. I used to play it acoustic because I didn't want to like fire up the amp
Well, what-
every fucking time I wanted to practice. So.
What do you know from Rocky Horror?
Well, I was gonna
What?
do over at the Frankenstein place, and then maybe I'll try. I don't know how Time Warp is gonna work like solo, but
There's a
we'll-
kid at
we'll go
Open
for
Mic
it.
that does science fiction, and it's
Oh, that
really
one's-
good.
on
yeah.
acoustic guitar, and
Yeah.
it's awesome.
I could do that one too.
Yeah,
But
that's
I don't know all
another
the
that's
words to that. So many B movie references and
yeah, I can mush them together, but I'm not gonna do that.
yeah. Yes, we're gonna do over at the Frankenstein place.
Nice.
In the velvet darkness of the blackest night, burning bright, there's a shining star. No matter what or who you are, there's a light over at the Frankenstein place. There's a light there's got to be something better here for you and me. There's a light over at the Frankenstein place. There's a light burning in the fireplace. There's a light in the darkness of everybody's life. Darkness must go down the river of night streaming. Flow off your slow, let the sun and light come streaming into my life, into my life. There's a light over at the Frankenstein place. There's a light burning in the fireplace. There's a light in the darkness of everybody's life.
All right. Amazing. I love it.
He did the thing to let us know he was done.
Yeah, that's the end.
That was great, man. That sounds awesome.
Thanks.
That's a tricky one, I think. The way he sings it, carrying those notes for so long.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Listening to it when I first saw the, it wasn't incredibly long. It was probably only like 7-8 years ago when I first saw Rocky Horror, and Brooke played it for me, and
You only saw that 8 years ago?
yeah, I think you watched it with me at the apartment.
Yeah,
think
I
you
mean,
were
I
there.
had seen it.
Yeah, you had seen
Yeah.
it. I had never seen it.
Yeah,
I'd
I
known
had it
about
on VHS.
but I'd never seen it. And Brooke was like, "You've never seen it? We should put it on. It's a great Halloween movie." And I'm like, "Okay." She's like, and she does this with all these older, late 70s, 80s movies or whatever. She's just like, "Now it's a little weird. So hang in there, and if you want to shut it off, just let me know." And meanwhile, she's nodding off on the couch, and I'm leaning forward with my chin and my knuckles, like, "This is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my fucking life." And I just remember hearing him sing that, hearing Richard O'Brien sing that part. Darkness come. That fucking. I was like, "What is happening right now?" But he was wailing that.
Yeah.
I was just like, "This is great. I got to see this live."
We have that all
That
planned.
was the
like, I'm gonna
beginning.
run
That was
up.
the beginning of you being into men dressed
Yes.
like girls.
Yes.
Well, did you know that?
Little did we know.
Did you know that in the movie, the voice singing science fiction in the beginning with the lips is Richard O'Brien?
Yeah. And the lips are Patricia. God, what's her name? Patricia O'Neill. Brendan O'Brien. Patricia. The woman who plays Magenta. Those are her lips mouthing his voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she's got better looking lips than his like thin little fucking bird lips. But yeah, I did. I've done Riff Raff for Brooke did Magenta. I did Riff Raff for Halloween a couple times. I love that character, just walking around like a prick and being a shithead to all the trick or treaters. It's a lot of fun. So, but have you found? Did you just? The acting thing. Acting's weird.
It is.
And
It is.
It's creepy.
And, yeah, and this was
Even
gonna
just
be
making that silly little movie. What is that?
It's a brown recluse.
Oh, shit.
No, it's just a spider. Trust me, it's not.
Black
It's just
Widow.
it just looks like a some kind of wolf spider or something. But yeah,
go the other way.
yeah, creepily, a big brown spider just started
Moved
lowering
way
itself
too
down in the
fast.
ceiling.
I think I hit its web and shot it across the room.
Just like in my guitar.
It's just making that silly movie that Adam and I did. I didn't have to do shit.
I wonder how many people have watched it by now.
Probably at least 10 people have watched it. We had to do. I just was standing in front of the camera silent for the most, 95% of it. But there was points where I had to turn and talk to him real quick. Even those moments where I was being me talking to him, just acting.
Yeah.
It's got 60 views.
Yeah. It's 10 minutes long. No one wants to
This
watch
took
that
us
shit.
30 hours to make. If anybody wants to see Dead Radio Podcast, the movie, just look that up. It's about 10 minutes long. It's not very funny, but it was fun to make.
That was hilarious.
There's a
We
couple
loved it.
good moments.
But it's just a little awkward at first. So how'd
Yeah.
you like?
I don't know. So I mean, in Jesus Christ Superstar, like again, it was just there's not really like I think the spoken dialogue is the harder thing.
Mm-hmm.
So like
That is an opera, right? There's no real dialogue.
no, yeah. So I mean, I kind of just came out and just looked menacing, and I threw Jesus around a bit, and
Yeah.
that was pretty much it. Like we kind of incorporated like things that I don't think other productions normally do. Like there's like a scene where, like the arrest of Christ, and Sean goes up, and he was at in the center, like went up a few sets of steps so that he was like in the center, like in the audience pretty much, and we come out, and me and Dean DeMarzo, who played Caiaphas, so we were like the two priests, and he's like a super low baritone, and I'm doing my like crazy wailing shit. So he comes out and does like his super low line, and then I put my guitar down for that, and I like walked up the aisle and like got in Sean's face doing this, and like grabbed him and like pulled him down, and then just kind of threw him about. So that was fun, and that was kind of what he said was like that was my audition for like Riff Raff. He's like that was a very like Frankfurter Riff Raff like interaction. So,
Oh yeah. Well,
and then like the
tables would be turned.
yeah.
He's gonna fuck you up.
But it's cool. I get to kill him 2 shows in a row. So he plays Christ, kill him.
Spoiler,
Frankfurter.
Yeah,
Jesus.
no, you're just giving away the whole goddamn thing.
Not everybody's read the Bible.
Riff's gonna be interesting. Riff's gonna be interesting because there's a lot of speaking parts for him. Just
Yeah, I mean,
without
there's
non-singing
there's
parts.
like a decent amount.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. I still haven't quite figured out like what my voice is gonna be, like my riff voice
Yeah.
as like the character.
There's always that.
But-
this human person. So, yeah, that's the one where you're like, fuck, I got nothing. I use that one.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Cool.
You should just take it in a really weird direction so that this guy who like basically got you the part on the spot without you auditioning is completely disappointed in his decision.
Y'all are wet.
Yeah. Or play him as like Homer.
Come inside.
Play him as like Homer Simpson. Just like really nice and very stupid.
Patricia Quinn. Thank you, Karen.
What?
I don't know.
I don't have my computer.
Karen M checked in.
It's probably Karen
Magenta
Morehouse,
is,
who was that was our stage manager for Jesus Christ Superstar.
All right. Well, thank you, Karen. We needed the money. Oh yeah, Patricia Quinn. All right.
Yeah.
So, what you wanted to try the Time Warp? You want to see how it goes?
Yeah, I don't know that I'll do the whole song, but
I don't know. Get Brooke down here to do Magenta's part. It's so dreamy.
Now, why don't you just do it?
yeah, you could do it.
Don't do it. It's going to ruin
it. It's astounding. Time is fleeting. Madness takes its toll. But listen closely. Not for very much longer. I've got to keep control. I remember doing the Time Warp, drinking those moments when, wow, the blackness would hit me and the void would be calling. to the left, and then a step to the right. Put your hands on your hips, bring your knees in tight, but it's the pelvic thrust that really drives you insane. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again. It's so dreamy, oh fantasy free me, so you can't see me, no not at all. In another dimension, voyeuristic intention, well secluded, I see all. Oh, with a bit of a mind flip, you're there in the time slip, and nothing will ever be the same. Space out sensation, like you're under sedation. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again.
All right.
Something like that.
Yeah, something similar. Yeah.
It'll be great at the actual show. When there's like 12 other voices and a full band.
Whole band and everything like that. Who's give a shout out. I guess you should give a shout out to the musicians too.
Yeah, so I mean, I'll give a shout out to everybody. So,
That might take a while.
no, it's fine.
Say
It's-
thanks,
it's a
everybody.
small
It's not a
cast.
huge. No, it's not
I'm
a huge
just-
cast.
So yeah, I mean, so we've got
Good night,
Sean,
everyone.
we got Sean Matthew Whiteford,
Just
who's
fade out.
directing and playing Frankenfurter.
Yeah.
We have Henry
Mr.
George,
Overachiever.
Henry George Stats the third playing Brad Majors. We have Carrie Gibbons playing Janet Weiss.
Vice.
Janet Weiss. I'm playing Riff Raff. We have Olivia Rose Michaels is playing Magenta. Judah Lay, who's Sean's wife. She's awesome fashion designer, and she did most of the costumes. She's playing
Who's Sean?
the same Sean that I just mentioned.
Okay, sorry.
3 names ago.
There's a lot of names.
She's playing Columbia. We have Todd Thomas, who we mentioned earlier. He's playing Dr. Scott. Faith, he is playing Eddie. And then we have Dara Looney, Melissa Stats, and Rachel Carashare playing the Phantoms.
Mm-hmm.
And we have Mark Grethraff playing Rocky.
Okay.
And I don't know if that's everybody, but I think that is the cast.
Sounds like everybody.
I think that's everybody.
it's everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody important.
Yeah, and then we have TJ Burns is going to play bass. We have Paul Schubert playing keys, and then we have Steve. I can't think of his last name at the moment, but that's going to be our drummer.
If
Steve.
you put a gun to my head, I couldn't name the first and last name for the 12 people that I worked with for the last year. I could probably give you almost all their first names.
Yeah. Well,
Who's the guy playing Rocky?
Mark Grethraff.
Is he like?
Yeah,
He's got a good piece. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah. It's fun to watch him do his thing.
Yep. No, it's funny because we had rehearsal. We've been having rehearsals, and he tried, the Speedo on last week. And we were just all like, oh god. Yeah, you need a dancer's belt, and he's like, what's that? It's like, well, it's gonna squish your junk in on itself, and he was like, okay.
Oh, so you
You don't want definition. You just want a bulge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I didn't know that was what it was called though.
Yeah.
What was the name of it again?
A dancer's belt.
Dancer's belt. I kind of like
It's a
that
cod
as a title.
piece.
Yeah.
Well, I'll write it down.
I just remembered his name. Steve Murphy is playing drums.
All right. Shout out to Steve. Murphy.
Shout out to Steve Murphy.
But
I thought of a dancer's
Steve, if you're
belt, and
listening.
then I remembered your name.
Jones is the narrator.
Oh, yes, Remember Jones. Remember Jones is doing the narrator. Yeah, he is a phenomenal soul.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
band
That's
leader.
a pretty important part.
It's a big. Yeah, it's a big
Yeah,
part.
the narrator, of course. Yeah. Yeah, so Remember Jones.
Mm.
He's awesome.
His first name is Remember.
Mm.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you were picking up on that.
No.
But yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I posted it's like I don't know last year sometime Adam's brother Matt's birthday was I don't know, March. It was in
March 10th.
It's March 10th.
It's when
Citizen Dick
played with Sweetwater and Mang.
I posted a picture on our the D&D site of him as Rocky in one of his productions, and
I think that was actually with Castaway.
oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was at the what's that theater off of Main Street in Poughkeepsie? I saw Raisin in the Sun there when I was in high school. I don't fucking know.
Oh, the Bardavon.
No. No. It's a much smaller theater than that.
But yeah, oh no, I'm trying to think now. And it doesn't
Do you know where
matter.
Shotzi's is?
Yeah.
like the road across the street.
Yeah, I don't remember.
There's the municipal parking lot, and then there's a road right next to it.
Shut up.
That's like how many shows
Shut
ago.
up.
Yeah, it's the road right next to the municipal parking lot across from Shotzi's, and there's a theater there, and that's where Matthew did
Yeah.
Rocky Horror.
Somebody at work, and I'm pretty sure it was Abby at work. I'll call her out on this one. She was just like, "Who was that you posted on the? Who was that?" And I was like, "This is Matt." Matt? I'm like, "Yeah." And I brought up the picture, and she was like, "Oh, Matthew."
He's a very attractive transvestite.
He was fucking shredded. Oh, it was when he was Rocky. So he was just like shirtless, fucking.
Oh, I
hard.
didn't see that production.
Oh, you didn't
I
see
saw
that
when
one?
he was Frankenfurter.
Oh no, he played
no,
Rocky.
for that one he lost like 30 pounds.
I know he was like.
He didn't eat
shredded.
for like weeks. Yeah. He did that. I mean, he did the same thing for Frankenfurter too.
Yeah.
But like the Matthew that everyone knows now is girlfriend having Matthew.
Yeah.
He's 40 pounds heavier than he usually is.
That's mean.
Well, but he's like a normal weight now.
No, he knows.
For his height, like he's what, 5'11"?
He keeps telling me he wants to get. He keeps telling me he wants to get back into acting and stuff. So he's gonna he's just trying to do a lot better. But we all know how fucking hard that is, especially when you get past Colleen Hackett.
There you go.
There it is.
Yeah.
This Karen's Johnny on the spot with all these references. Thanks, Karen. So
Karen.
Yeah. Now that's a Karen that wouldn't flush the cocaine down the toilet. She'd hide it. Like
they were gonna find it.
Jesus Christ. So how about
she spit on her own floor? I don't understand.
I have to admit it turned me on.
We're gonna go down a bad rabbit hole with this one. We just got to do one more. All the daughters were named Marie, and all the sons were named Paul, and they'd get married and they'd have children, and they'd name them Marie and Paul. I don't understand. Sorry, everyone, just watch Goodfellas. just watch Goodfellas, and you know what we're talking about.
Yeah, it's much better than our impressions.
Yeah.
I want to hear a new original. Do you have a new original?
Yeah.
Were you planning on playing one?
Yeah.
I'm really sorry, but I am gonna go pee
Okay.
right now.
God damn it.
Yeah, but I'll have the video. It's
Yeah, you
rolling
can
now.
watch it
So
at any point.
You can edit
yeah,
it.
yeah, and
together.
also I'm gonna listen to the show, so it'll be a nice surprise.
And Adam's like the fastest peer you've ever seen.
Yeah, I'll be
by
back
the time
halfway
you're-
through the song.
But by the time you're done talking about it, he's probably gonna
Yeah,
be
yeah, I'll
back,
be right back.
In time for you to. So yeah, I'll give you the guitar now. Why not? So what's this one?
So, this is something that I started writing a while ago, actually, like probably close to 2 years. Yeah, probably like early 2018. And it's not done just because it's that weird situation that I get in where when I really love the music, I need the lyrics to be like spot on. So I'm going to do like a version of it with like some of the lyrics that I have, but I really just want to more showcase like the music. And but the song is called Dark Ride. And it's just kind of about, like just reflecting on like stupid shit that you've done and trying to reconcile like what it was worth or, whatever else. Yeah.
All right.
So we'll leave it at that.
Right in your wheelhouse.
Yeah. Get ready to get sad.
can stay on, wander on. To the graveyard, wandering thoughts. Try to hide away from all your broken yesterdays. What did you seek to lose? Going on this dark ride, dark ride. A lovely game of two. It all made sense on the wrong side. What did you seek to lose? Going on this dark ride, dark ride. Lovely game of two. It all made sense on the wrong side. Oh, what did you seek to lose? What did you seek to lose?
Jesus Christ. Our official.
So it's incomplete, but
The official Dead
That's an
Radio
idea.
sad boy. Damn, man, and it sounds good. I could tell. I know what you mean. I could see what you mean about the music. It's like some haunting
yeah.
riffs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So it's it's a matter of figuring out. Yeah.
Exactly how it needs to be arranged and picked at. Mm-hmm. I know it all too well. But yeah, it sounds great. It's really
Thanks.
cool.
Thanks.
But yeah, you should smile more. Oh, but yeah, man. I don't know. I think we're about there.
Yeah, I got to go home and
Reattach
clean
a
blood
finger.
from the entire house, I guess. I don't know.
Reattach a dog's
Yeah.
finger.
So the folks at home didn't hear my new dog, Clint Eastwood,
Yes.
who's not named after Clint Eastwood. He's named after Marty McFly's alias in Back to the Future Part 3.
Okay.
So that when I get drunk, I can call him Mr. Eastwood in an Irish accent, like his great-grandfather Seamus does.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a very involved name.
I never I always name my dogs and then promptly give them a nickname immediately after so that they're completely confused for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
And I call them by the nickname more often than I call them by the dog. So Eisen is Sausage and Alistair is Langerhund. which means just long dog in German. But he responds to both. They
good.
both do.
They're
So
trained.
it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, his name was like Halsey or something, which I guess is a singer.
Oh boy!
Yikes.
But there was another dog there named Clint, and I was like, Clint is a fucking great name for a dog, because it's Marty McFly from Back to the Future 3. Just rolls over.
He looks adorable.
Eastwood Ravine.
What the hell kind of dog is he again?
He's like a terrier mix.
Oh boy!
Yeah.
You're gonna get that fish asshole. Enjoy that.
Well, he looks. I mean, he looks like he's probably like pit lab, something like that. Which, not the dog I was looking for, but
You're gonna be sitting on the couch. You're gonna be watching your favorite TV show, and then you're all of a sudden gonna be like,
we've always had.
"Who had a bucket of rotten fish?"
We've always had like Bailey. Like we've always had like hound dogs.
Oh,
and stuff,
he
and they have the same shit.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. It's actually a lot worse with hound dogs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, bloodhounds are apparently the worst ones. They'll leave an 8-inch fucking pool of oil on your couch. Yeah.
That's why they're not allowed on the furniture.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Logan Callahan.
Yeah.
So come to the Rocky Horror Halloween extravaganza.
Where there is no fish ass smell.
No.
Well, I thought about bringing him tonight. I kind of wish I had now. Because whatever happened like while Amy was in the shower.
Well, yeah.
But it would have been fine. He would have just been sleeping on the chair as long as he didn't bring the other dogs down here.
Him and Alistair could have shared a banana.
Yeah.
The entire banana, peel and all. All right, well, here we go.
I don't have a lot of titles because I wasn't.
I got a couple.
I really phoned in this episode.
Logan, thanks for coming, man.
Yeah,
For helping
getting us
us
out of the
dude.
fucking rut of not having any guests.
Yeah.
But it's serious. Like leading up to the wedding and then after the wedding, it would be like Sunday night, and I'd be like, I haven't even thought about booking anyone.
Fine.
So, but I got a bunch in the works right now. So, yeah, hopefully Shadow Witch. They're a definite. It's just a question of when, and it's a lot of guys to wrangle.
Yeah.
So.
4 or 5 guys, depending on who's playing in the band at the moment. But no, it's always 4.
Yeah.
So it's 3 or 4. Yeah. Logan Callahan is our guest. LoganCallahan.com. Logan Callahan Music on Facebook and Instagram. He's going to be playing Riff Raff in Castaway Productions' version of Rocky Horror, the Rocky Horror Halloween Extravaganza, on October 31st from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. at Colony, Woodstock, New York. Tickets are $20 in advance and $25 at the door.
So it's just a one and done? You're only doing the one show?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot for one show.
Yeah, and it's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of pressure.
It's like 1 month
Can't
of
fuck it up.
rehearsing. Yeah.
Well, how have rehearsals been going? Is it looking
Great.
Does it
No,
feel
yeah,
good?
no, it's great. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it'll be fun.
Yeah.
You'll get that fucking entertainer's rush or whatever the hell, and
Yeah.
you know you won't have to take a shit or piss until well after the show. That's what happens. I usually shit before the show, out of nerves, and then I got nothing for like a day after.
It's good to know.
I don't know why I'm even talking anymore. Let's do titles.
What did you have?
I
think yours
have
were earlier.
Get Ready to Get Sad. That was while you were up in the bathroom, and Jesus Christ's Follies.
So I've got I Can Mush Them Together, but I'm not going to do that. And A Dancer's Belt.
Oh man, I don't know. What do you think, Logan?
What was the first one again?
Get Ready to Get Sad.
I like that or A Dancer's Belt.
Come on, what do you
let's
think?
just do Get Ready to Get Sad.
All right.
Yeah. And we can hashtag a dancer's belt.
Yeah.
See, he knows the system, and he's correct because that's what I had in my head. So, all right, cool, man. Well, thanks for coming.
Yeah, of course.
We love you to
Anytime.
death here. We're excited to see, to maybe one day see you perform on the stage, both in theater and.
I could potentially make it on Halloween if we skip out on the children, the trick-or-treating and whatnot.
You don't get a lot of kids over by your area, right?
Not, I mean, enough. There's like 100.
Oh, okay.
But not like the several hundred that you get.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's enough to spend $40 on candy.
All right.
So it's a good amount.
Yeah, that all that stuff, that rope fence
Yeah.
thing that we have up, that's because it was so busy here last year that people were spilling over in our yard.
And the cops had to break it up.
wrecking shit.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
not like purposely kicking stuff over, but like just knocking into shit because there's 10 people around.
Yeah.
So we had to.
When I stopped by, I came over on the boosted board. There was easily 200 people here.
They
And
just
that
hang-
was not late.
And they
that
hang
was
out.
at 7:45.
They hang out now. It's really weird. But this year, I won't
This
be,
year,
I won't be
we've
chained
got
up in the
paintball guns.
My brother's bringing a chainsaw again. So, yeah, good times. So, yeah, we'll figure out for next week. That's going to be we'll figure out who's coming in next week, and, yeah, we'll go from there.
Yeah, I'll get on it tomorrow. We'll figure it out.
Whatevs.
I got to figure out when Magnus is going to be here, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Because I'll plan the whole show around him. So we'll figure it out.
It's an Icelandic fella.
Yeah.
Oh.
I made a friend in Iceland. He's going to be in
Nice.
Albany.
I can't wait
this
to talk
coming month.
to him about black metal and weightlifting.
Is that a
Like
big
strongman competitions over in Iceland. Yeah.
thing?
There's a documentary about people from Iceland that they're just
Good
like
genetics.
giant.
Yeah.
They're just giant people.
Norwegian and Irish.
Yeah.
That's
So-
what the most of the Icelandic folk
I
are.
can't remember the name of the damn documentary. It's gonna bother me.
Documentary.
Yeah.
Municipal.
Municipal. All right. That's it for us. Good night, everybody.
Good night, y'all.
Godspeed.
Godspeed.